his red alert position. So, Sean, you kind of mentioned about Marcus Mariota and how you think play calling is a contributing factor. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough because I don't disagree with you by any means, especially with us playing the Commanders and the Steelers and seeing the same result, literally the same ending, just rewritten twice. But at the same time, like I'm gonna give, especially watching the Steelers and how he played in the Steelers, Marcus Mariota was 13 out of 28. That is undeniably a bad rating for a quarterback in completion rates. Like there's no questions. There's no sugarcoating it. Like that is just plain crap, right? And to be honest with you, even looking at where some of the people were, like the opens, even with like Drake London a couple times, Nicole Pruitt as well, like there was targets that he could have thrown to. But why are you throwing it directly dead center in the red zone when teams are going to be wanting you to do that? It doesn't make any sense. Like even as a quarterback, you got to be like, hey man, no, I'm not doing this. Like, no, I'm not. Like that's not a proper play. That's not good, right? So no, I do give you credit, but I don't know. I can't get off that Marcus Mariota train. It's got to change. It really does. But my red alert position, surprisingly, is not quarterback. I do think we really need a quarterback, but I still don't know what we have in Desmond Ridder. Red alert positions that the Falcons really need is we need more defensive help. Like we shouldn't be allowing these points. I think it would be nice to have another edge rusher. I think we're starting to kind of shape up on the defensive end. And also, I didn't really think of this at the beginning of the season, but I think we need some cornerback help. I wouldn't mind like potentially spending like second or a third round pick on a cornerback. Maybe wide receiver as well in the second or a third round, but it is shaping up to be a little bit nice. I do like the fact that we did add Drake London. It would be nice to get another top wide receiver as well. But if I'm going to give a top three potentially, I'm thinking right now, number one is going to be either an edge rusher or some kind of defensive tackle would be nice. Number two for me, I would say probably would be I would say the cornerback. And number three, I'm going to be bold with this, but I'm going to say I would like another guard, an interchangeable guard that can play left and right. I think that would be nice, especially with the kind of inconsistency with Caleb McGarry, and I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think Lindstrom is the other guard. We don't really have to worry about him. But what's up?
I was going to say this right now because Sean will know exactly what I'm talking about too. If your Falcons, for some odd reason, just said we ain't doing quarterback this year, we'll figure it out either with Marcus or Desmond next year kind of thing. If it doesn't work, we'll go in the 2024 draft, which would also work for you because you'll be there kind of thing. So that'd be awesome.
Yep.
But you imagine if Atlanta all of a sudden is sitting there, even at the 10th overall pick, and the Atlanta Falcons select Jalen Carter, defensive tackle from the Georgia Bulldogs. You want to talk about culture and franchise change.
I think he's gone in top three, though. That's my honest opinion, but that's just me.
Well, his talent is worth top three. It's like when the Jets a few years ago took Quinnen Williams. I think that's the guy's name, right? The defensive tackle at 3. And everyone was like, what are you doing? You have so many other needs. It's like, yeah, have we heard anything about the Jets' interior defensive line since then? Exactly. Not a damn word. So that's why I agree with you. I think Jalen Carter's talent already is like top 3. But, oh, my God, if everyone starts going on the wide receiver and quarterback train and the Atlanta's sitting there at 8 or 9 and if he's just falling and stuff, I'd cry for you because I'd all of a sudden have to deal with him for the next how long and him wanting to change the culture as a Falcon. Oh, right. Man.
Oh, I would love
thanks.
it.
No thanks.
It would be like the Kenny Pickett situation. He's literally going across the street.
Yep.
Stay at home and play them. And then what does that do? Just like we have in college, there's a pipeline. Now all of a sudden, Jalen Carter's talking about getting the boys back in college. It's like, yo, come over here. Just stay at home and let's handle this.
My God. Especially with the Bulldogs potentially going too shy. I'm gonna be bold right now. Bulldogs are taking it all. Like it's hard to not think that right now.
If Alex was watching this show, he just turned it off.
That's fine. I think the Wolverines are amazing. But I'm gonna tell you right now, regardless of how amazing of a season the Wolverines are having, the Bulldogs are on a different level.
No, it's going to be difficult for them, and I agree. Even Alex at work, I think he's taken upon himself to do what I did when the Buccaneers had their run there. He's like, I ain't saying nothing because I brought up the Jim Harbaugh stuff. I was just like, look here, he's gonna go play for your Detroit Lions or something like that, right? He's gonna go do this, and he's just like, no.
Michigan is the Wolverines.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Alex loves the Spartans. Every time you see Alex, I want you to say "Go Green," please.
Yeah, you need to.
They're rival. They're rival.
Too.
They've called them little brother. That's the green and the white. That's who my fiance loves. She went there. So it's very.
She's a State fan?
Oh, she loves State. We went to a game. We went to the
I saw pictures.
Yeah.
I thought she was Wolverine. I didn't know she was State.
No, she's State, man. I've seen her in green.
This is for exactly. That's a whole other thing that I don't even try to think about it. I don't even try to. But I mean, look, you could also say how are me and Janae best friends because she is not shy about her hatred for Washington.
I saw a little bit of that show. She was waiting. She showed up early. She had notes. She was all ready.
She's like, I was waiting for you on this one. I was waiting. But so Kat was born in Howell, Michigan. She grew up, and so coming of age was around she was in school around the early 90s when 97 Woodson won it all, and so she was a huge Michigan fan, and so then she goes to Michigan State, and that first year she had all Michigan stuff, and people were sitting there like, you can't do that.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So then eventually she changed over.
Like they say in Mean Girls, you can't sit with us.
Yeah, you can. I love it. But Sean, I just want to hear more of your voice. What's your red alert positions for the Carolina Panthers?
Let's see. What's the number one position that's had the most turnover, even in just this year? Quarterback. Period. Sorry, I don't think we can even think about it. But outside of that, we need to protect our investment. We need to get a line. We have a suspect offensive line. We need to shore up that offensive line. So quarterback, O-line. And then my other place is depth. We need depth at linebacker. We need depth at wide receiver. DJ Moore can't be the only one doing this thing. You got to think, a couple years back, he has Robbie Anderson. He has Curtis Samuel, who came over to Washington. He has help. And now he doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have – what other receivers does he have? You know what I mean? I was sitting there looking at y'all play yesterday and hearing all year about Shaheed. Now I'm like, dang, we might need to see if he wants to come over here because that guy can ball out, man. But I mean, hey, but honestly, it's quarterback. Everybody knows we're going for that early and often. If we get somebody big, if we can get somebody later. I know we've talked Will Levis on here and what he could potentially bring to the table. You know what I mean? We need quarterback, period. We need somebody that we're going to put in, let him play, but we need to build up around him because if we bring a quarterback into the same situation we have right now, it's not going to help. It's not. Yeah. It's going to be the same BS we're dealing with right now. So we need a quarterback, but even still, we still don't have a coach. I mean, Wilkes, shout out to him. He's a great guy. He's been around, but I don't think they're going to keep him going forward. So we still got to figure that part out first. Then you got to figure out, okay, now you got a quarterback. So we got a lot of stuff on the agenda in this off season, but yeah, number one is quarterback. But for me, also O-line for sure, man. I mean, even if we had somebody that I could be like, you know what, this guy, PJ Walker, Darnold, somebody that I'm like, all right, put him in and just build up around him. Kind of like what I'm thinking in Washington. Let's build up the team around him. So then when our quarterback potentially comes in 2024, or if it's Sam Howell or whoever it is, we'll be ready. He's not coming on the team with the intention to save him like Fitzpatrick did and like Wentz did this year. You know what I mean? Let's build up around him. Build like you were talking about the culture. Let's build the culture. And we need line. We need O-linemen and solidify the depth on defense. So those are two other ones.
I have one quick question just like for Shot in general. How happy. Like in words, if you could ever explain it, how happy would you be if Sam Howell led the Commanders to an actual like Super Bowl? Like that would just literally be like the literal like golden cherry on top, wouldn't it?
I'm looking to see if I can find my shipping because I already got the Sam Howell jersey, so I'm already prepared for the day. Okay, all right.
I love it.
He's being nice to the GOAT. He's letting the GOAT retire. So as soon as the GOAT retires, the GOAT in training, because he's still you got to raise up. I'm ready. No, I would love it, man. You know it. I've been following him. I got my Tar Heel stuff on.
Oh yeah, you do.
Nicole, for you to know, Sam Howell is the quarterback of Washington. He played at the University of North Carolina, which is my favorite school, and he played there from his freshman year all the way through. A lot of guys, they normally don't get to start till maybe their junior or senior year unless they're great. He started immediately as a freshman and played all 4 years. Yeah. So there's a lot of talent, but he didn't get taken to the 5th round. I don't want him in there right now because obviously we still got some stuff that we need to figure out, especially on that daggone line. But dude, you know it, man. You followed your team, and when you have a pick that you watched all the way through college, and then the improbable happens where he comes on your team, it's just man. Like, how good could it get? You know what I mean? It's just like, come on. So I'm gonna taper it down, but it would be a dream come true. Yeah.
I love it. I guess with that respect, Andrew, red alert positions for the Bucs. I'm honestly very curious.
Oh, buddy. Oh my God. Okay. So many people say so many different things, and there's literally only one answer. It's the left tackle position. Donovan Smith has to go. The most penalized player, not the most penalized team, the most penalized player is the dude who literally has to sit there and keep Tom Brady alive. That is not good. Not good at all. I mean, we traded out of the 1st round last year to get another edge rusher, and I haven't even seen him. The only thing that he has done newsworthy is take Ryan Jensen out in training camp. That is not good. Okay, like there's so many other good left tackles that have fallen in the draft that I would just love to have as a backup at some point. But we decided, nah, we've already got Hall of Fame talent Ali Marpet that retired. We don't need to go for offensive line anymore. Like it's not easy to watch this anymore. The other one that I would say though too, kind of like what David Wright is saying, is I need a new head coach. I'm not sold on Todd Bowles. It was a bold decision. It was a Bowles decision at the beginning of the year to go with him because he hasn't necessarily had success, and everyone was like, well, he never really had the proper quarterback or the proper situation in New York. I mean, first of all, yes, I understand it's New York, but second of all, you don't just get handed a Super Bowl hangover team and expect to start doing good unless you have the same exact mentality and coaching stability that Bruce Arians had. His risk it, no biscuit mentality, that is literally missing. And you finally saw them kind of grasp at it in the last 3 minutes. It was like they finally realized what they were playing for. And when it was all said and done, they looked at each other and like, that's right, we won a effing Super Bowl, didn't we? Right. Like, holy cow, like, man, we had to go through these guys to do it. So like I'm biting my tongue on how good I think we're going to be from the rest of here on and stuff like that. But yeah, no, left tackle, new head coach. That's really basically about it. Besides, obviously, like, give me a left tackle, and I think our guards would be completely fine. So
what's your third quarterback?
It makes sense because I do think we are losing Brady after this year. I have a sneaking suspicion that they probably would throw in Kyle Trask just to kind of have like in a weird way, like if he doesn't succeed, would you look at that? We're in the Caleb Williams running. Oh no. No. Mm-hmm. Whoops. All of a sudden, if he starts winning, it's like, hey, look at that. I took a 3rd round quarterback from Florida leading the Florida team. So both narratives I'm totally okay with, respectively. So yeah, I would say quarterback. Yeah, I'll throw a quarterback in as my third.
I like it. Nicole.
Hi.
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 Hello. All right. So red alert. New secret lair alert. There's a new lair in New Orleans, and we're looking for you. Come down. We're hiring for the quarterback position. Yes. I'm gonna start going down to New Orleans and just putting up posters myself.
Why not?
Come here.
Missing
I'm
reward.
Like, QB, have you
hugs.
seen him? Have you seen? So I'm gonna make my way right now all the way, and I'm gonna walk myself down there. No, QB position for sure. Andy Dalton, I do like him, and he looks really great in the retro colors. Don't get me wrong. That flare. And he is starting to jive. I could see a little bit jiving.
I thought you were going to say ginging. I was about to die.
Jiving. He's gyrating around the end zone. I want him to do good. It's either that, and I think last game, I really want a good QB. Next up is going to be, can we just think about, Sean Payton?
Payton. Head coach for a second time.
Payton.
Wow.
Peyton Manning as our coach.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna do what you're doing right now. Falcons Super Bowl.
Don't work that way.
Sean Peyton Manning. That's I would just love it. If you're listening, Sean Payton, we have a hiring. They're hiring. Trust me. For the new head coach. I think we need something. We need a star class person, a celebrity. I think we need some magic to make some magic happen. I think we need a high level something that brings a star quality that we've been missing from Sean Payton and Drew Brees. I think we need to pay something, and it needs to be risky and juicy.
I love it.
And that's all I got.
I love it.
As long as Sean Payton doesn't go to Dallas, we're good.
Yeah. No kidding. I don't want to see
David.
that. But my God.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.